3 and 2 and 1, and we're live. It's Sam and Thomas, and it is AtlanticScrum. Let me put the old screen share on, and let me ask how things go in the world of Thomas.
It's fine. As I was saying, I'm struggling with multiple file uploads with the paperclip, and Foo. Foo is a gem that handles cloud services, basically.
Yes.
So that's good, and I managed to get it to work. So now it's just a matter of displaying the right images. I got a new requirement from the client that he wants he wants multiple images to be attached to each story, and so that's cool. But now I have to also figure out I have to talk to him what he wants to do in terms of which image to display as a cover image, or in the text body or something. If he wants if the first image should be the main image, or if the user should be allowed to choose what image he wants to put in front, kind of thing. So that's gonna add some complexity to the feature. Other than that, I'm pretty much done with it. I spiked it up, so now it's just a matter of testing everything. And yeah, so it's interesting. But that's work related. We don't use image uploads in Website 1 because we are, not spending any money on that because we don't have any money, and that's cool. So we managed to build a website without any cloud services, that we need to attach things to. So, but in terms of AgileVentures, the only thing I've done is I communicated a little bit with the Austria people. Because I couldn't find their scrums, and Nick said that they are recording everything. So it turns out that probably what they are doing, they don't start their scrums the way we are supposed to, or quote unquote supposed to start them, but rather start a pair programming session.
I see.
So that's why everything is tagged with pair programming and not Scrum, and that's why I didn't see that. So so I just asked Christian to perhaps they can adjust their workflow to do it the proper way, and we also changed the name from Austria Daily Scrum to something else because they are not holding those scrums daily anymore, but rather twice a week, which is also something perhaps that you should update on the About page. I didn't get a clear answer on what days they are running that on, so if you want to ask them, that would be great.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, I asked, I posted in the new members channel about a meeting that we can have on Friday for new members, because I've seen that there's a few new people coming in. So yeah. So perhaps they could benefit from having an onboarding meeting. I can talk to them a little bit about what accounts they have to set up in terms of GitHub, etc. So yeah, that's about it from me.
All right, good stuff. I'm just following up what you were saying there about the Austria Scrum marked as Monday to Friday. Let's change to make correct. Okay. Yeah, so I kind of screwed up today in that I'd kind of been pushing the local support meeting later, and I had missed the email of the confirmation from the client saying that she was happy with the new time, and so I hadn't kind of got into my head when the time was. And even though we'd mentioned it this morning, I basically just, and I scheduled another thing, and it wasn't until 1:45 that I realized my mistake, and anyway, so I had to send an apologetic email to the client about that and say sorry, which is annoying and frustrating. I mean, we've got a new schedule here that's I don't know. I will have to adjust to make work better for that. So that's a bit of a blooper. Yeah,
it happens. Even the sun.
Yes, I mean, I hope, given like 2.5 years of effectively free software consulting and development, will make her not too angry.
No. She will end the cooperation with AgileVentures.
No, absolutely. I'm sure it's all over. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's there. I mean, we're having a fascinating week here in terms of new curriculum and new formats and new developments and so on. I mean, I think I'm going to still be somewhat busy with it for 3 weeks. But then
basically, what you guys are doing, you make the new students, the new cohort, to jump right into some coding, and you don't hold any classes in the traditional meaning of it anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what we're doing is we're having the students do, we're having them do basically pretend like they're just completely normal developers, and they're having a stand-up. Actually, they have 2 stand-ups per day, so they have a stand-up at 9 and at 2:30, and they come together and we go around and we do the stand-up thing like we do at AgileVentures and many companies do, and everybody flags what they're on and what they're blocked on, and then basically there's an optional breakout session immediately after the stand-up, which is like, okay, if anybody wants to get back to coding can get straight back to coding. My experience this week actually is that on some cases, on the first day, they're like, oh, let's go code. As we've gone on in the week, I mean, I've given them like sort of a half-hour chat in front of a whiteboard, but sort of driven by the things that they're specifically interested in. So there's kind of, I mean, one of the things coming back to us from having tried this for the first week is that there's maybe a desire to have at least a sort of a single formal kickoff lecture at the beginning of the week to give like a sort of an overview of that, which I think we will. Yes, well, it's interesting. I don't actually have that anyway, but yeah. So we're experimenting with that style. Some of my group have been giving me very positive feedback that they've been like getting really. They've been doing this athletic coding, and they've been restarting the project from scratch each day with new code and trying to do it from memory. And they had one group actually who was pairing in a triple today, and they managed to rebuild most of the code from memory, and that seems to have been quite a big win for them, and they feel very positive about it. But it's yeah, so we're experimenting with a different style here that tries to create more time at coding and more time, with getting focused feedback on the issues that you care about, rather than trying to front load you with lots of information that you might not retain. That's the model. And I spoke to Jordan, and he said he's definitely going to get back to you. I don't know if he's got back to you already. I still haven't looked at my email, but Jordan is just actually, Jordan, this is Thomas, by the way, here.
Hi.
Let me just put you on camera so that you can.
Yeah, because I see. How's it going?
This is all that's me. Hey, yeah. So this is Jordan. He's like a larger-than-life personality, and he was ill off yesterday, back in today.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm planning on getting to you in the next.
No, I just got that auto-generated response. It was like 1 to 2 weeks of response time on emails. Wow, that's a superstar I'm talking to.
For the thousands of young women throw themselves most of the time.
I know. That's how I felt. That's what I felt. I felt like a lady after the first or third date. So yeah.
I should have 2.
Because that's what I sent out. That's what I sent out to my girls.
I'll drop you a note probably tomorrow, actually.
All right. Thanks. That's wonderful. Yeah. All right. Let's set up something.
Yeah.
Cool. Cheers.
Yes, but yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything else we need to coordinate today.
No.
I mean, yeah. Yes. Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's get back to work. All right.
Absolutely. Nice one. Good talking to you, Thomas. All right. Bye for now.
Yes.
Take care, brother.
Easy. Cheers.